B3 Sports back with another one. Shouts out to Terrence Crawford, was named ESPN Fighter of the Year. As you all know, the guy became undisputed at 140 pounds, super lightweight, junior welterweight, whatever you want to call it. And this is sending out a good message to fighters in any weight division that undisputed matters, and you will be rewarded and recognized for it. You know, especially to those guys who don't have a country behind them, you know, don't have a major promoter backing them with, you know, numerous connections. You know, this shows these guys that, hey, you know, the key to being recognized, you know, could be going and snatching up all the belts at your weight division, and guys can't ignore you. You know, guys, you know, have no choice but to recognize you, and this is definitely sending out a good message. And, you know, there's a lot of guys that are going to criticize who Terrence Crawford beat this year. He fought Felix Diaz and Julius Ndongo. And those are solid victories. But at the end of the day, what trumps all of the criticism that you could lay forth, you know, for your debate or whatever, your opinion, is Terrence Crawford is the only guy to become undisputed for over a decade at least. You know, I believe the last guy to become undisputed was Jermaine Taylor, and I believe that was like 05 or 07. But you know, just to put some clarity to that just, you know, it's 4 major belts that you can get, and by him coming undisputed, it's nobody that can lay claim to a title in that division when he became undisputed. And you know, they need to push for that in every weight division. You know, it should be one strap, one champion. And it just deletes all the confusion and everything, you know. And he did beat some solid guys this year. You know, we have Felix Diaz out of the Dominican Republic, you know, the gold medalist. He's definitely stiff competition for anybody out there at 140 or 147. And Terrence Crawford beat him dominantly. You know, he upset the guy Sammy Vasquez. They was giving the guy a pretty good push. You know, he was a military guy. I believe he was like National Guard or Reserves. And they were trying to give him a push, and he shut that down and did the upset victory. Even, you know, back to Lamont Peterson. You know, it was Lamont Peterson beat him, but it was some people out there that felt Lamont Peterson lost the fight. So Felix Diaz is one of those skilled guys that he's stiff competition, but, you know, the money's not there. You know, so it's high risk, low reward. So a guy like Terrence Crawford, Felix Diaz don't got a strap, and he fought him anyway just because Felix Diaz was calling him out. You know, how many people out there is going to do that when Felix Diaz really isn't bringing that much to the table as far as, you know, finances goes? You know, so that just shows he's a true champion. Then he went out, Julius Ndongo, man, this guy came out of nowhere. You know, he beat the guy Troy Yanowski that some, you know, really hardcore fans, they were saying that Terrence Crawford was ducking him. You know, so Julius Ndongo beat that guy. Then he went, snatched the title from Ricky Burns, and, you know, then they unified. So, you know, that's a big thing, you know, especially when you're facing an unknown guy. I don't think there was a whole lot of footage out there on Julius Ndongo except for his prominent fights. And, you know, that's hard to prepare for a guy that you know, the book isn't out on them. You know, it's an undefeated fighter, I believe. And that's a big thing, man. But, you know, you can debate the competition all you want. The guy became undisputed. And that's what matters, man. Shouts out to Terrence Crawford. You got a promoter in Bob Arum that, you know, it's looking like in the future Terrence Crawford might, you know, jump ship. And he maybe Terrence Crawford could end up at the, you know, over there by the PBC, because, you know, all the comparisons that Bob Arum's coming out with Vasily Lomachenko is kind of disrespectful to Terrence Crawford, you know. And after I seen that ESPN had named Terrence Crawford to the pound for pound list, I was like, man, let me go check out the well, when I see they named the fight of the year, I was like, let me go check out the pound for pound list. I'm like, maybe they switched him to number 1. You know, that would make sense. But, you know they kept Vasily Lomachenko at number 1. And that is what it is, man. I guess we can't get it all, you know what I'm saying? That's the logical way to think, but, you know, it is what it is, man. But that's my thoughts, man. As far as Terrence Crawford's future, man, he's really gearing up to have a legendary Hall of Fame style career if he keeps going at the pace he's going, and I don't really see him, avoiding anybody. He got that dog in him. He's 30 years old. He got all the skills. He's ready to face those top guys. In my opinion, he just has to get a little acclimated to 147. You can't count out Jeff Horn, man. He's a big guy. A lot of people are saying that Jeff Horn belongs at 154 for all the weight he's cutting. They saying he, like, a week out from the fight, he still got like 10 pounds to cut. So, we'll see, man. But if he keeps going on the way he's going, man, he might be, a top 10 all-time type fighter, when it's all said and done. But that's my thoughts, man. Cincinnati 3 Sports. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell icon to be notified when all my latest content drops. And I'm out.